The film that I decided to do was Blackfish. I have watched it before, back in 2013 when it came out, but I haven't watched it since, so I thought that it would be a good recap. And I know it has become a lot more popular and talked about ever since it has come out. And I have taken class on marine life, and I am older now, so I thought that it would be good. They do use logos, uses of MRI results, uses of a few statistics, and it introduces genetics. They also introduce behavioral analysis, so they show and the orcas' behaviors in their wildlife versus them being in captivity at SeaWorld or trapped in the little pool. I show here the orca's brain compared to the human brain, which is significantly bigger because they are smarter, and then here are the MRI results used. Pathos are used a lot during this to tug at the audience's heartstrings, and part of the persuasive part too. Personal stories of how orcas are affected are told. Former trainers speak out and actually talk about how SeaWorld wasn't as great as they seemed to be. They didn't treat the orcas as they should have, and they didn't use the right precautions to prevent injuries for the trainers. The documentary actually begins by showing orcas in their performance, which kind of brings you back to your childhood, because I know when I was a child and I went to SeaWorld, watching Shamu was such a big deal. Everybody wanted to go and see it, be front row. So it kind of uses emotions there. And they also address Tilikum's death, which was one of the big orcas a part of SeaWorld. Ethos are used because the director, Gabriella, is experienced in making film documentaries. She's made some before and she did journalism. Blackfish has interviews with former trainers. This gives a first hands-on experience and, perspective from somebody who has witnessed it themselves. And it is funded by CNN, which is a credible news source. The persuasive narrative, the dialogue is all from interviews with experts. It actually cuts to actual footage and images during the interview. So while they're talking about experiences or stuff that they witnessed from SeaWorld, it actually cuts to actual footages and images to back up what they're saying for reliability reasons. And then, for example, the mother losing her calf in whale on whale attacks they address. Here's an image shown for the whale on whale attacks. As you can see, this happened at one of the showings. The whales attacked each other. And then here's one of the mothers and their calves. One of the statistics that really surprised me was there has been more than 100 incidents of whale aggressive or unwanted behavior between 1998 and 2009. I think with the company so big, these incidents just get brushed under the rug for money reasons. I can say that I've only heard of 3 or 4 of them just from watching the documentary, but I don't see many on the news or shown today. So it is really surprising to me. I don't think biased was purposefully used. I think it was kind of used for the right reasons. I think people stood up and talked about the bad of SeaWorld.